Shortly after our border filming, the opportunity came up to meet with a former cartel hitman. Ali, his assumed name, was a Sicario for the Sinaloa cartel from the age of 18.
What was your first job when you entered into the cartel?
First, I started moving drugs from in the state of Baja California, from port to the border, to a security house in the border.
And then, as I understand, you became a Sicario.
Yeah.
Would you be able to tell me, just as someone who doesn't know at all, what is a Sicario? What does that mean?
It's basically a hitman, someone that kills for pay.
And when it comes to being a Sicario, are there rules that you need to follow?
Yeah, I think it's for it's like personal, on a personal level. So as a Sicario or as a hitman, like what I got taught while I was growing up was never to mess with anybody innocent.
Really?
To not take out anybody that doesn't owe anything, you know? Okay. And a lot of bosses will tell you, they're after a certain person and they'll be like, go kill his mom, go kill his sister. Make sure that he knows that we're not messing around. And I've had to say, you know what, I don't do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's not my thing. I think it's because of I believe in karma, you know, and I've noticed that people that are vicious and relentless in causing violence end up in the same place. They get cut up into pieces. They get dissolved in acid. They get tortured.
They get dissolved in acid?
Yeah.
Alive?
Yeah, alive. Yeah. Or they'll tie you up to they'll tie your hands and they'll tie your feet and they'll put you on a car, 2 cars, and they'll separate you.
Is this stuff that you've seen personally?
Yeah, that's why humans can be very like violent in that aspect, that especially in the cartels I've seen that the more violent and the more horror that you can put in fear into your enemy, it's better for them.
Is that almost the more that you can do, the more pain that you can inflict, more torture, that's a way to get ahead?
I've always preferred more the efficient than the elaborate.
Yeah.
It's not pleasant, you know?
Yeah.
It's not pleasant cutting someone's head off or dismembering someone. The smell is unbearable.
Ali was 20 years old the first time he was asked to kill someone by his cartel bosses.
When you're working as a hitman, the first jobs that you'll get are easy jobs. Like they'll give you a target, you'll go in, you'll take them out.
Okay.
So maybe that person that you killed was not another hitman. It was probably more an accountant for the cartel, the rival cartel.
There are people who are in it because they enjoy the act of inflicting pain on another human.
Yeah, definitely. You got sick, twisted people in the cartel, but I think those are the people that don't last.
Right.
There's a reason why I'm still alive, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of people ask me, like, how is it that you're still alive? Oh, well, I always kept myself humble and I always try to keep, in a way, I always try to manage myself with honor, you know? I'm not gonna inflict more pain than I need to another human being.
What is it that you would say to your younger self, or say to somebody who maybe was in the same position as you, thinking of entering into that life?
For kids that are trying to join us, I would tell them that it's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth spending most of your youth with no family around, with not being able to make a family. It's always, you have no life. Basically, your life belongs to them when you're working for them.
Do you in any way carry any guilt, or do you find it sometimes difficult to look back, or are you intent on moving forward with your life?
I think I don't have any guilt because I never took out anybody that didn't deserve it.
Sure.
I think that's why I can sleep fine.
After everything that you've experienced, everything that you've been through, do you feel fortunate to be alive now?
I look back and I look at my life and I know that it's only by the mercy of God that I'm still here. It's hard to last. It's even harder to get out.